Hello Gemini, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. I do have a special going for you guys. It is a 30-minute Zoom reading for $44.44, and everything that you'll need to know about scheduling that is posted on the community page for you, or my email is in the description box below. All right, loves, let's go ahead and take a look and see what is going on for you guys. We're looking at the recent past, the current energies, as well as the near future in love. All right, Gemini, in the recent past, you guys have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. It does look like there is something new here in the recent past, some kind of new potential or opportunity. And the Seven of Pentacles can be, it can really be a card of like, okay, maybe I should just take my time with this. We'll just kind of see where something can go. It can also talk about, kind of trying to decide how much to give to something. Is this something that's a good investment for me? Is this something that I should be putting effort and energy towards, or is this really not what I'm looking for? So I kind of feel like something was very new in the recent past. There's Ace of Wands, a lot of attraction. You see the potential, that Ace of Pentacles. But I feel like you're trying to decide, okay, is this something that is aligned with what I'm looking for? Is this good for me? And also just putting a little bit into it and kind of just seeing where it goes. In the current energies, okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. All right, Gemini. If I've called you Aries, I'm sorry. I keep getting Aries energy for you. So for some of you guys, maybe it is an Aries. It doesn't have to, or maybe Aries season was significant. Maybe you met this person during Aries season. It could be very, very new here. So in the current energies, like I said, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, King of Cups. I feel like something's moving slow, and I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. The Knight of Pentacles can be a slow-moving energy, but it's also like I want to be prepared. I want to be ready. I want to make sure that things are as they should be. And I feel like there's, with this Four of Pentacles energy, I feel, and the King of Cups, I don't feel like either one of you are closed off to love. The King of Cups is somebody who has a lot of love to give and is open to giving and receiving love. But I do feel that there is some caution, and this could be on your end, on theirs, or on both of you. I kind of feel like it's both of you, but we'll see. The Four of Pentacles can talk about, wanting to kind of be careful. Sometimes I look at it like the energy of like, after our grandparents, our great-grandparents experienced, or even some of us maybe experienced, the Great Depression, people were very cautious. They wanted to hold on to things. They wanted to make sure that we weren't going to experience, that they were prepared for, maybe experiencing something like that in the future, right? That experience kind of brought that energy up in them, those emotions up in them. And it's kind of the same way where I feel like one of you is being very cautious because of some kind of experience that you've had. It's wanting to be like cautious and careful and just kind of make sure that that doesn't happen again, or make sure that you're ready if it does, that you're going to see it coming, that kind of energy. So I don't know if you're in that energy or they're in their energy, but I feel like that's where this wanting to like take things slow energy is coming from. Now this is showing up as your energy, but like I said, it could be that both of you are. We will take a look at their energy in a moment. So in the near future, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the High Priest. Now, like in this deck, they call it the High Priest, but it's the Hierophant. And we have the Four of Swords. So I feel like somebody here has been reflecting. The Four of Swords can be a card of reflection. So in the near future, it looks like somebody, this is, like I said, this is your energy, but, the roles can be reversed. It looks like you've maybe been reflecting on, where something could be going or taking something to the next level here. Because the Four of Swords can definitely be a card of reflection, but sometimes I see it as like sitting on things. Like in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, he is laying on one sword and there are 3 swords coming down above him, right? But he's laying on a sword, like he's sitting on it. Like, so I do feel like there could be some kind of thoughts or feelings that you're having towards, moving something forward, or towards, turning this into a commitment or taking something to the next level. But I don't feel like you've been expressing that. Maybe there's contemplation about doing that here in the future position, or if you have been contemplating it already, maybe this is actually having that conversation coming up, because I do see the Queen of Swords, which can be like a card of having that honest, conversation and just expressing how you feel. And it does look like there's potential for this to, move forward in some way or turn into something more committed. But let's go ahead and take a look at their energy towards you. Seeing a lot of signs for you guys so far. I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Libra. Yeah, those are the signs I'm seeing so far, but it could be any. It is a general reading, so even if I did not mention a specific sign, this reading can still resonate for you. All right, Gemini. We're looking at their current energy and then their future position. So in the current energy, they have the Three of Wands, the Tower, and the Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Hangman for the near future. We have the Wheel of Fortune here at the bottom of the deck. All right. So in the current energy, I definitely feel like this is kind of both of you guys with the being cautious, or with, just have been through a lot, and now it's like wanting to make sure that, we don't repeat things that we've been through in the past. I feel like that here for this person as well, because the Three of Wands can be a card of future thinking and foresight, looking ahead towards the future, but it is a card of like manifestation and trying to have a positive expectation, try to have a positive outlook on it. So it's like somebody's trying to look to see where this could go and trying to see that in like a positive way, right? The Page of Pentacles too can just be a card of like getting to know. I do see that as like the student and building like a solid foundation. So to me, I feel like somebody could just be like, okay, well, let's be friends and just kind of see where something can go, or let's get to know each other more and kind of see where something could go. I'm kind of getting the feeling that somebody, especially with the Tower, that this could be a bit of a surprise for them. I don't feel like somebody was like expecting you, I guess is a good way to put it. And I don't know if that is like they weren't expecting to like meet somebody that they actually connected with so well, or that there was so much potential with, or they didn't expect to have feelings for somebody. Like I just feel like there's this element of like kind of surprise and things being shaken up, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like it's like, okay, well, let's see, let's get to know each other and see. Now, in the near future, they do have the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Hangman. So to me, the Hangman can be kind of, one, it can be a new perspective. We will probably clarify some of these, I think. But the Hangman can be a new perspective. So especially if they were not really expecting to meet anybody and they were kind of planning on, kind of doing their own thing. I do feel like they're starting to see things in a different way. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune being at the bottom of the deck, influencing the situation. The Wheel of Fortune can be a card of like fate and destiny and like just things moving forward as they're meant to. So I definitely feel like there is this energy of, kind of fate or meant to be with this. And I don't mean necessarily that this is the person that you're meant to be with, but this person is feeling like, okay, I feel like I was supposed to meet this person. I feel like we met and there's this connection, and I feel like it's here for a reason. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling from them. But I do feel like they're still wanting to be cautious. The King of Swords is somebody who's very head over heart, and he says, okay, regardless of how I feel, I'm going to do what's best for me, So that means, even if I really like this person, if I don't feel like they're good for me, I'm going to cut it off. So I see somebody being in a very kind of logical or head over heart energy, but the Three of Cups is like spending time together, dating, getting to know each other, going out. So I do feel like I feel like there's more of that in the near future, but I also feel like there is this, cautious energy. Now, that being said, you have the King, or you have the Queen of Swords, and they have the King of Swords. So there's definitely divine counterparts coming up. There is a good, a solid connection here. And I feel like you guys work together very well with you guys showing up as the King and Queen of Swords. So I feel like there will be a conversation. Now, the King of Swords for a conversation, I actually really like, because the King of Swords is the only court card that faces you head on. So it really does speak about, being very direct and honest. So I feel like you could end up having a conversation with this person about kind of the future of this connection, like where is something going or what this person's wanting. And I feel like they are going to be very upfront and honest with you. I don't feel like somebody is going to, I don't feel like somebody's playing games. I feel like somebody's going to be very direct with you with that King of Swords and just kind of let you know where they're at. But I do feel like there is this desire to kind of spend time together, date, and kind of see where something can go. Okay. So I do hope that this helps. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. I now see Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, and Pisces here as well. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out your other placements. And everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. If you are interested in the Zoom reading special, the information is all posted on the community page, or you can email me in the description box below. But if this is where we part, thanks so much for being here, and I will see you next time.